Good morning, sunshines. Happy Thursday. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe the week's almost already over. Pretty crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. And I didn't check to see if anybody was live this morning. I didn't see if I'm stepping on toes, so I apologize if I am. I got my coffee this morning. Hey, Mandy Me. Hi, Miriam. Hi, Kathy. Kathy, you're up awfully early. Yep, it's your Friday. Hey, Phyllis. Good morning. Yep, it's kind of not late because I was up. I just got out of bed and got my coffee going. And just kind of seeing what's going on this morning. Here, I'm going to put my computer up so that way I'm not having to have it on my lap. Okay, get off my blankets, dog. Yep, get off the blankets. Yeah, we're going to, looks like Nora's going to have a good one today. And Miss Sunrise Dawn last night was all buried in cats.
Hey y'all. I
Good morning, T. Hi, Joe. Oh, did he go back to the ER? I know it sounds like he's been having some real issues after that cock-a-doodle-doo to his lip. Sorry, I'm kind of trying to rearrange all my stuff around here just for a second. Yeah, the headaches would suck after that, especially getting hit here. That's actually an area that you can get a concussion very easy, and then you get migraines from this. So, yep, or years even, Miriam, years. Hey, Anne Chatrine, how are you today? Welcome to the morning. Hey, Haggis, good morning. We got barky barkies this morning. Ooh, all right. I hope you got my email yesterday, Miriam. Sorry for the barks. Let me go back to Danny's impact, if I remember right. Blah, 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 blah. It's a little bit on the dangerous side. he will prescribe another medication. Huh. I wonder what was dangerous, what they felt it was dangerous about it. MD had quite the amount of people yesterday.
Good morning, my friend. You said hello to me last day. You have a wonderful day, all right?
What's your name?
My name is Matthew. What is your name?
Good to see you.
Good to see you. What is your name? That's okay. You don't have to tell me. You just have a beautiful day regardless. Take care, sir. I dig the silver vest. I'm going to get one of those. They might be able to join. You're still loved regardless, my friend.
I dig your silver vest. I'm gonna have to get me one of those. Hey, Irish Mart. Nessa da la 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 la. Always work to do. Okay, Miriam, you just be listening. So today I am meeting up online. I don't know if we're going to live stream because I haven't heard back from her, or whether we're just going to static record with Carrie J from PA. And she is an attorney there, and she's the one that made that video that I put on Scientology crimes. Morning, Matt. Oh no, which one? Your new one or your old one? Okay, I haven't looked at my emails yet. Good morning, Cubs. That's what I get for not looking at my emails. Holy crap, that's not a good thing at all. Oh, the new one. That's ridiculous. Okay, come on, pop in, you guys. Pop in, pop in. Let's get the email going here. And I said, no. Make a picture of, I didn't get to read what you had on there. Hi, Style One. Yeah, it's cold here too this morning, Style. Right? That's the only thing you can do. Well, my email's not working on that, so let me switch this over. So that way I can go back to here, go to my email. Oh, they didn't delete your channel, they just deleted the live stream. I thought for some reason they took the whole channel down. Yep, it is perfectly fine, Miriam. I will connect with Robert on that. Yep. For some, when I read what you wrote, I read the whole channel. Hey, Amy, you know, we're not that far ahead of you, Amy. Good morning. And good morning, Cricket. Yes, definitely healing vibes. I'm sorry, Cricket, I didn't see what you had wrote. Oh, all sorts of prayers for you, Cricket. Not just healing vibes, but prayers for everybody to be at peace today, that the surgeons are well skilled, that they find what they need to find, and that everybody is just at peace and has lots of love today. Maybe even throw in some laughter involved. Morning, Kirby's mom. Yeah, I know, right? He has some wonderful AI art. Oh, goodness sake. Good morning, Lorelei. Flowers, hearts, peace, and love from Lorelei. It is a cold, windy day here this morning, you guys. So I have Tesla internet, and every once in a while we'll lose internet. So if I suddenly go black, I didn't fall out of my chair. And aliens didn't come abduct me. It's just internet. Oh, way cool, T. Yeah, I know. I love my profile picture. That's staying on there. Yeah, it's cold. And Mac, my ex up in Anchorage, they had like 40 some degrees yesterday. It was warmer there up in Alaska than it was down here. Oh, yikes. And see, I don't know if I like 104 any better than 10. Hey, good morning, Swedish. Good evening, Swedish, I should say. Yeah, really, T, stay inside, keep your air conditioner on. Yeah, wouldn't it be nice? Hey, good morning, YRB. YRB, great call yesterday. So yeah, if you guys put, if you have any questions for her, as I said, I don't know if it's going to be a static or a live. If it's a live, that'd be great. But if not, that's okay. But if you have any questions, especially about the child abuse stuff, pop them to me. I'll make sure and ask her on a recording. Or ask you to put everything back on, right, Kathy? That's the way I am. People start paying me to put my clothes back on. Others get, take it off, take it off. Everybody else says, Mona, put it back on, put it back on. I'm being silly, you guys. Oh my goodness. Ooh. What did you put on?
Yeah.
And those guys pushing you up.
Okay. Then I have a question for you later. We'll chat as a question.
Okay.
Mi nombre es Marek Calles. Yo trabajo en Handling, Santa Mónica. My name is Marek Calles, and I work in the Hampton Inn, Santa Monica. Estuve 10 meses en huelga. Fue difícil, pero no imposible. I was not sorry for 2 months, it was hard, but it wasn't impossible. Ganamos y tenemos mejores beneficios. We won, and we have better benefits. Es por eso que estoy ayudando
I love it.
y ayudando
I know she's your handler, so that works good.
con los compañeros del aeropuerto. And that's why I'm in solidarity.
You're gonna enjoy what's coming up next.
With my partners who are out at the airport. Okay, ellos también merecen
She's definitely your handler,
because
for sure.
they also deserve the just wage. Es fuerte estar en una huelga o en algo así como extranjeros ahorita. Porque quería ver sola por mucho tiempo.
She's definitely.
Supporting me was my brothers and sisters from the airport and United Local 11. Those CEOs and rich people that came
I would never mention your name, it's not worth it. I would never send anyone your way. I deal with the people that pay the money. I deal with Janet. I would never mention your name anywhere. You're not worth it. I don't deal with the hired help at all.
They don't care about you guys. They only care about the money you guys can bring them and fill up their pockets. Here today, I want you guys to see who you guys are supporting. A group of employees that are here for
Oh, it's, I don't want to give his name out.
greedy people that are here just to make more money and don't give a shit on anybody. Thank you.
Go ahead, Audrey.
I'd like to speak to all of them, please, and public comment. Okay, for the first item is the one for the Church of the Cult of Scientology to get its ITT renewal. I'm going to say no, because you know what? They have massive amounts of surveillance of people. They have licensed readers. They have even their own Scientology officer, friendly officers like Senior Lead Officer White, no offense, I'm going to say, has even admitted that they have an exorbitant amount of cameras and surveillance. And it makes me, it's a concern to the community because you all made a rule now where LAPD can just hook into their stuff. Why does that church, an alleged church, need so much surveillance? Like, what's going on in there? What are they hiding? What are they protecting that they need massive amounts of surveillance? So I'm going to say no, unless you go in and really investigate what's going on. But you guys, I can't even get you guys to do, Mr. Hugo, to do anything about the, the non-ADA compliant, everything on your easement. So you're not going to do anything about this massive amounts of security. And sure. And when it comes to all the ones, like all the items where you're doing a nuisance, then I'm going to say no until you guys realize that there's a lot of people in the community that are finding everything that's going on around L. Ron Hubbard Way with all the planters, without all the street closures, with everything going on there and the harassment, that until you deal with that nuisance, why are you going after all these other people? And, that's really what I want to talk about. And when it comes to hiring and all these things, I'm just asking that why are they taking it away from the civil service? You know, there's a lot of people wanting jobs, but by taking it away from civil service, you're taking away a lot of the screening, a lot of the everything that needs to protect us to make sure we get the right people hired. It's to protect the city from nepotism. Okay, and so the fact that the fact that you're taking that away is ridiculous. I'm saying no, and I hope you all say no. We don't need more nepotism. We don't need everyone, bringing in their friends, and all that. And as far as the one on 33 with the housing, the homeless, I do agree with, that we have to help the homeless shelters get their right permits and everything that they need to be able to do what they need to do. But that's Miss Rahman's, thing, and she still owes me an apology. So that's just a reminder, Miss Rahman. Remember how you interrupted me before I spoke, and I didn't appreciate it, so you owe me an apology. Okay, so now am I on my public comment? First of all, I would like to say that Janet Whelan of the Cult of Scientology she is a handler for somebody who I will not mention their name because they do not deserve to have their name mentioned. And they are on my chat right now trying to harass me and intimidate me from talking right now. It's not him, it's them. It's the Church of Scientology and OSA trying right now. They have had this person try to instigate violence against me, and now they're having him, try to instigate coercion and intimidation for me. But it is Janet Whelan. I will stand on that. And when it comes, also I want to say, yesterday that people were taking pictures from that side going here, that can be seen as intimidation. That should not be done, even though you do have a right to do it. I thank Mr. McCosker for listening, but there's so many people that do not listen when people are talking, and that's right now. And I'm disappointed in, there. Thank you.
City Council, you need to pay attention when people are speaking. It doesn't mean very rude and disrespectful to the speaker.
Yes. Thank you.
The gentleman in the back, I believe, did a great hoodie with the camera.
He's fine.
This is your personal warning.
Okay, now we blocked. So go tell your boss, your sugar mama, whatever she's doing. This way? Okay, you just please tell her that we're on to her. So, goodbye.
Good morning, Honorable Council.
Yeah, did you say that? I didn't hear what you had said on that. Today's an audit day.
Yep, back. And questioning the factor of this Verdugo Hills incident. Isn't it a shame that we continue to say that?
Oh, we're not going to listen to that guy, but that was the police commission meeting. That rocked Tuesday. Yeah, that was great, MD Media. It was kind of hard to hear on hers. Is it already up? Let's go there. Oops. Wrong. MD Media, Media. La 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 la. La 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 la. That song is stuck in my head. Now it needs to go out to you as an earworm. So it's not in my head anymore. I said la 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 la.
From that side going here, that can be seen as intimidation. That should not be done, even though you have a right to do it. I thank Mr. McCosker for listening, but there's so many people that do not listen when people are talking, and that's right now. And I'm disappointed in,
City Council, you need to pay attention when people are speaking. You guys are being very rude and disrespectful to the speakers. Pay attention!
The gentleman in the back, I believe, did a great hoodie with the camera. He's right in front of Blackboard. This is your personal warning. Please do not disrupt this meeting. Again, there are a lot of disruptions, so the more disruptions we have actually takes away from the time for people to give public comment.
Yeah, because I have.
And Matthew gets his warning. Woohoo. It was worth it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we have trolls in here too. They're just lurking, waiting to pounce. But you know what? I really don't care. You know what I do? If there's a troll in here, hopefully they feel so damn comfortable and have such a great morning and great inspiration and great education that it just lights the spark within them. I sure will, Amy. They, they are. Just the huge difference, Matt, between the city councils. I, I know LA is LA weird. It's Holly weird, but it's so disrespectful. Yeah, right, Amy. The trolls can just give me views and they can give me the stats. As long as they hit that subscribe button, I'm good with it. And as I said, everybody's got a piece of good in there somewhere. I guess that's my Pollyanna coming through. Everybody's got some type of light. It's because they're a little bit different over there at the fire commission meeting. You can see the difference. And it doesn't help that these guys go in and F-bomb guy and shirt guy and goat puppet. It's all theatrical. And it's their right. It's their right to be that way. But it kind of makes it to where everybody's ignored. Yeah, there's a couple of trolls that I'm going to have to, that I know, that I found a couple of OSA people that I'm going to have to whack a troll, whack-a-mole, whack-a-OSA, but I'll deal with that on a private level. That's what he was told, YRB. I didn't finish the video. I just saw his comments. Oh, absolutely not. Miriam, I don't think you cross lines at all. I know you're not a troll. Hey, Taz is welcome anytime. Me and Taz is welcome anytime. Whack la osa nostra. Yeah, I agree. And good morning, hippie chick. No, there's nothing wrong with assertive, and there's nothing wrong with telling the truth. But when you try to get too much theatrics in there, it takes away from the truth. And it takes away from others that are trying to give the truth. That's why I really appreciate doing those other meetings. I know they're boring. I know they're boring to go to Salt Lake and go to the Chicago. I would love to do one in Boston. I just haven't had the time and haven't had the wherewithal to look it up. I would love to do one out of the Kentucky, the Cincinnati org area. Just haven't had the time to get it going. Good morning, Rika. Thank you. I appreciate that. Well, okay, to answer the Swedish, because my kids were in hockey, but that's one of the most vulnerable areas is the jawline and the teeth for concussions and for traumatic brain injuries. That's why they do, that's why they make you wear the mouth guards. It's not just for the tooth protection. That's why you have your helmets and your mouth guards. Yep. And so, troll wise, we'll have to figure that out because there's been lots going on with that. Lorelai's hoping for some dolphins this morning. Let's all go swimming with the dolphins. They did, I know. I heard about that afterwards, yeah. Well, thank you, Haggis, because we like listening to you in the morning, and we like listening about what you're baking and what you're cooking. Yep, Miriam, that is. You are very succinct and very direct. You know, they no, not really, Rika. I blocked those that I knew that were trolls. I'm good. I really don't let them bother me. Doesn't bother me at all. Because I know where it's coming from. I just know where everything's coming from. I can smell it. I can smell a used dirty douchebag a mile away. It does. That definitely does, YRB. Ooh, that's what I'm gonna make tonight too, is lasagna. I gotta actually cook for myself for a couple of days. I'm gonna make I'm gonna make a pan of lasagna so that way I can just, Penny, lay down. Yep, that's all we need to be, is just calming and safe. I love my Eric Rader streams. I felt so bad for him the other day when he was feeling targeted. Good morning, Adrian. Right? Wouldn't that be cool if Haggis had a restaurant? Sourdough and croissants. That would be really cool. With Bailey's for breakfast. Yep, we need to figure out MD Media's issue, because you know they have Osa sitting there and they've got somebody just assigned to mess with him right now. I know, right? Everybody get their passport. I know, right, Swedish? Yep, he is special. Lorelai, let's look at Chicago context. So let's talk about that. So Chicago is in array, especially with their immigrant status, with what's going on, of course, with their shootings still, with the violence. They've got a lot of mad people in Chicago. So that's one of the things that they're dealing with their city council and their aldermans. They have a lot of aldermans, like 50 some aldermans. And the last thing they need is more protests. They have a new chief that just came in and he was all excited. I'm just kind of going through everything that's happened this last year. And I think that their reputation right now is on the line. And we need to keep hitting them that they need to separate themselves from anything that could be harming their reputation even more. That's where I feel like I want to hit them. And then also with the Nancy Drew case, you can't really go into the details of the case. So I probably would stay away from that. I mean, I hit it because I just felt, but tomorrow I want to talk about, if I get picked, I want to talk more about the relationship. I want to talk about how this could blow up into a RICO case. This could really be bad PR for them. It's a 100% waste of resources to prosecute that. Absolutely ridiculous. And, you know, part of me, I wish I had the magic wand to make it go viral. I don't, but that would be, you know, to have the Boobgate go viral to where they have to listen. They have to do something about it. I don't know. Style is under an RO. She's not allowed within 100 feet of a kitchen. Good morning, Brian. I don't know. Lorelei maybe hit up how they had their conference and how everything went so fine, and now the protesters are being shanghaied for just hitting somebody with their boob, and they didn't even do that. Yep. How the CPD is still in bed with Scientology. Talk about how we're not, you know, you're not a hate crime person. About the abuses. I think the biggest thing, especially in Salt Lake and Chicago, is letting them know about the abuses. So I guess if I had a theme or a theory, that the abuses would be a good thing to talk about. Getting the truth out there. It's our point of flyering. It's our way of internet flyering. I think that would be a good way to say that's what we need to do. Because unlike LA, Chicago seems to listen. They have their ears perked for any swear word. So if they're going to listen, actually, let's take advantage of that, so that way we can get truth bombs put in there. Just remember that they're going to call you today. And if they call you and if you don't answer, they skip over you. But they'll call you to give you all that information, and make sure and write it down, because they don't email you, they don't text you. That's a great idea, YRB. Start making comments to all the media outlets there about how they're wasting money on that. As he left the church, he threw some in there. Yeah, they have so many issues in Chicago. This is just a gnat. Yeah, and one hand doesn't know what the other hand is doing. The city clerk's office has no idea how to actually do the call-ins, because somebody else handles the call-ins. So you can't get anything answered. All they're going to tell you is the information. Dogs barking. Yep. Maybe this isn't necessarily city council, but maybe somebody targeting the colleges around there, of trying to get information or emails to colleges, to the college deans or the college heads. I went to online college, so I've never been to a physical college. May to try to get you for defamation. Well, defamation is certainly different than truth. As long as you're spilling truth, then there's no point for defamation. Yeah. Were they? Columbia College was rude. Yeah, a lot of colleges, especially the bigger ones, seem to be liberal leaning. Yeah, as long as you are speaking truth, they don't have a leg to stand on. No disability humor, point intended. Oh, you guys. Yeah, it's hard to, it's still hard for, I think, government people and people that aren't in it to understand what happens behind those closed doors. And when it's just completely unbelievable but true. But it's hard to believe that something like that could happen in this day and age. It's a 100% distraction, YRB. Pointing fingers, and that's why I said I don't, trolls be trolling, whatever. As long as we keep the truth here. Yeah, I think they do have computers. I think OSA has entered the internet age a little bit more profoundly than what they used to. So you just all need to keep your heads on a swivel. We do in somebody's style. Who was it? You told me. We do. YRB is asking which alderman is the representative where the org is. Yeah. MD, if you want to go live, I'm going to get ready to go do some fluff and buff here in a few anyways. So when you're ready to go live, you just let me know and we'll all hop over on yours. Okay. So I need to do my hair and my teeth and get my jammies off. Get some fluff and buff. Can you guys see the dog in the background there? Penny. Penny girl. Hey. You goofball. You're such a goofball. Right? Can't touch this. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I can hear the wind whipping outside. Yeah, I can't imagine anybody having so little to do in their life that they have to sit there and just cause havoc on people's channel. But honestly, I bet you they're getting paid to do that. Ooh, yeah, style audit. That's an excellent idea. Find the school newspaper student editor, ask about donors. We'll find the COS whales pointed out. That's a really good idea. That would be a lot of work, but that's a great idea. Buddy, Grizzy, come here, buddy. Hi, bud. Look how big his head is, you guys. Grizz, are you gonna give me love, huh? Give me love. Oh, good morning, buddy. Good morning, Grizz. Good morning, Susan P. I know, and she handled it with class. They think if I'm up and out of my spot, they should get my spot on the bed. They're both very chilled. I always cracks me up when other people go to feed their dog and their dogs like snap at their hands, you know? And I mean, I can give my dogs anything and they nibble it out of my hand. Look at the ward map. I will check for the most current. Okay, thank you, Style. Right? You are doing something right, Amy. And he's hired help. So, you know, I don't give two shits about it. Probably last night I was trying to help Matt, and I sent him a picture of these guys taking over my bed. I've got this itty bitty little spot in the corner. Yeah, people like that just drive me crazy because they're smart. They're very intelligent. And if they just use their intelligence for good in this world, what a place we could live in, right? What a place, what a world we could have if people would use their intelligence for the good side. But instead, you know, good morning, Kiara. They are both very soft. Very soft. Yeah, I know, Swedish. That is my life with pets. Aw. Yeah, I'm sorry that, but I'm glad that you're taking her in while your neighbor's ill. Yeah, unfortunately, I somehow my sheets got pulled off on the top side of the bed, and I'm gonna have to figure out how to get my sheets back on. Yeah, I don't, and I talk about my dogs all the time, and they come in, but I don't know what I would do without mine. They are definitely my comfort animals. Well, evil has billions of dollars behind it right now. And just to be real honest, sometimes I think we are absolutely crazy to even attempt this. But if we can make a dent, yeah. Yeah, MD Media, yep, I can tell who actually is. Good morning, Gnome Roamer. I have ideas. But even the trolls have a heart somewhere. Okay, no barking. Arr, 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 arr. I've got a tower in my backyard area. Oh, yikes. That's been kind of I ended up taking my mom's cat because of that. That would be hard. Chicago is complex, and it is a neighborhood problem. I agree. Like YRB, like LA though, Chicago has the infiltration in more of the ritzy areas. That's great advice. But I think with the city council, just getting that PR in there and getting the truth bombs in there, I think that's a good tactic to start. At least getting the information. Yeah. That's Pasadena has totally different types of meetings than LA. And I would love to get some voice into Pasadena. I know we keep talking about it. Hey, Antics. Right? Good. Yep. YRB. I know, I'm just hoping everybody else is actually reading what you're writing. It's one of the key reasons I left work for the Department of Defense contractors. I understood that all those brains could be doing much better work. Yeah, you are definitely a brain, YRB. Yeah, I want to go to the meeting. I remember looking it up. I don't remember if it's hybrid to where we could call in or not, but we could definitely be there with you and you could stream. Okay, sweet dreams, Mandy Me. Yeah, well, after your surgery, right? It is, we've been so involved with the other meetings that we haven't really looked more into that one. But I know we did it first. Yeah, YRB cracks me up. I love listening to her because you get them every single time. The one in Pasadena, Kiara. And I mention this quite often, but I think I need to mention it again, is that we're really not a group. We are an open crowdsource. And there's a huge difference. Yeah, well, YRB, I agree with that to the extent that, unfortunately, money makes what you're doing. I mean, if you don't have money, you can't pay your electricity. You don't have the simple necessities of life. There should be more of that, YRB. There should be more that people grow their own. I think, the necessity of having money and monetary things has been imposed on us. but it's a necessary evil. Group, non-group, right? I always laugh about that. Group, non-group. And if you haven't seen the documentary, Don't F with Cats, then I suggest going to watch it to see how things in this world are happening with the open crowdsource type scenarios. I love it when we all get in here and start talking. It's fun to be able to start chatting with everybody and getting ideas. Yep, Don't Mess with Cats. There's a film, and it's pretty eye-opening how the world can change by using an open crowdsource method. And that's what I've envisioned this as. Not envisioned, but this is what I see it, is we're all a group, non-group. Yeah, those are, when they're messing with the cats is hard. It is from a procedural. Yep, you can get it on Netflix. Yeah, the series is on Netflix. "34th Ward," William Conway. Let me write that down. 34th Ward, William Conway. Thank you. I didn't get the address, but I did get who it is, and I can look it up. Thank you, darling. Thank you. Yeah. You know, there's a cost to them listening to. Lots of love to you too, T. Sweet dreams. Does he have the trial today? Is today his date? I know, right? There's this would really be a good thesis for somebody. This would be a great documentary. I suggested it to Sins of Scientology since they have such a great. Yeah, that's a great suggestion, YRB, that you've made, to remember that you can email your comments in. It's just looking at the agenda. All the agendas have little sections on how you can communicate. Okay, thanks, Kiara. Oh, yes. Okay. I will keep that in mind about DOA and Henry. Time sure is a flying, you guys. Oh, I definitely need to turn some heat on. I need to go sit in front of my fake fireplace after my fluff and buff. I'm cold, cold, cold. Okay, so did not know that, YRB. You ask for the help that you need, or you just remind us when you need the help. I shouldn't say ask, because nobody should have to ask for help. But if you remind us, like now I know. You have done so much for us. I don't think I think there might be some that audit might be going to. Well, that's good, YRB. I know, right? I think I missed her relaxing fire last night too. You do all that without a computer, YRB? Holy crap. You're amazing. Wow. We all need to take lessons from YRB, that's for sure. I'm impressed. Okay, so Stefan the writer was doing a capstone. Yeah, I'm super impressed, YRB. I know you're serious about that, YRB, about doing the overlay, but I don't some folks, I'm not too sure if they have the right technical capacity to do that. Yeah. This year I am bound and determined not to be in bed this year, and I will have my garden going again. So next year we'll be party at Mona's house to try and get everything canned, put away, and up in the freezer. I won't have to deal with buying stuff this year. In fact, it's almost time to get my seeds ready to get my peppers started. I'll do a stream. Yeah, I'll do a stream here because I've got some leftover seeds. Because I had a whole bunch of pepper seeds I wanted to do last year. Good morning, Power Lies. Oh, there you go. And Lorelai, you could just pop up here. We could make a weekend of it. Yeah, MD Media, I'm with you there. I'm good enough to write my spreadsheets and my stuff, but if you can't eat it, it gets no water. That's an interesting concept. Hey, Twyla, good morning. So Bill Conway previously served as an assistant state's attorney for Cook County and currently serves as the adjunct professor at DePaul University. Ooh, interesting. But Joe, I found out that that potatoes are really not that hard to grow. And you can start them yourself. You get the eyes going, and then you pop them into dirt, and that is like the best reveal at the end of summer when the plants die, and then you turn over the bucket, and there's like a bag of potatoes in there. No, but you know what? If you feed him a pumpkin and then he poops out the seeds, you get pumpkins the next year. Yeah, you know, I understand that we need the pollinators, but bees scare the ever-loving hell out of me. And yet potatoes are so easy to grow. So I had this really cool idea 2 summers ago that I was going to do red, white, and blue potatoes. And so I had did buckets of red, white, and blue potatoes. There are blue potatoes, and they're actually purple. And I had the kids help me, so we had red, white, and blue potatoes that each of them started. And the purple potatoes, I'll have to find a picture of one. They are absolutely gorgeous. They don't taste very good though, but they're gorgeous. But that was yeah, Joe Sakala is part of that. My dogs love their pumpkins. In the fall, I get them their own little pumpkin and they run it around like it's a ball. You're right. We do need to keep looking at the successes. We need to look at the small wins and the progressive wins that we've had. Yeah, wasps are demons. Yeah, my son is allergic to bees and wasps. And yeah. And he's an older guy, but he got stung when he was out mowing the lawn one day and weed whacking. And he comes in, he says, "Mom, I don't feel so good." And I said, "What's the matter?" He goes, "I got zapped." I'm like, "Okay." And I said, "Well, you don't look so good. You need to sit down." And he sat down in the lazy boy, and I was on the phone with 911 because by then he was turning blue. And they had to come give him shots, epinephrine shots, and they took him to the hospital. He is definitely allergic to them. Yeah, I'm kind of wondering when the next CPAB is. I don't know if they're going to have more CPAB this month because of the holidays. But Yep, Brian, that's one way to look at it. We're all still here. It was very scary. Yeah, especially because I couldn't do CPR on him. I couldn't get out of the chair to do anything. And that was really scary. The gray beard off the fellow that pushed around Scotty and Danny on LRH, put on the trimmed goatee and sideburns, and look at the ear right side. You will see what I think. Good morning, Sophia. Yeah, those are I'm not fond of bees or wasps. They have mud wasps here. I know Sophia snuck right in here, didn't she? I kind of believe that, YRB. I definitely believe that. Yeah, I can't believe that we haven't figured out who that is. They had to have had it on the report. It was. That's the head of the security. The guy that told Tori to get off. Yep, he's the one. He's been at quite a few of these events at Blue. You looked up his LinkedIn yesterday? I'm like totally lost on some of this information then. Love and light and everything today. That's okay, Kirby's mom. Yeah, because I don't remember seeing it. I remember seeing somebody, with the picture. Okay, thanks, Haggis. All right, we'll talk to you later, Lorelai. Thank you so much. You think it was in Audit's chat yesterday? Yeah, but see, well, that guy I believe is a Scientology security, but the one that hit Danny is third-party security. We're not going to go away. I'm right here. The picture is on Super Cool's, right? Yeah, the third party person was their representative, true. But the guy that was talking to him is, I think he's OSA. Or I think he's Sea Org security. I think he does. Well, I don't know if he does, but I know that people on his chat always seem to know. Yeah, not the guy he was talking to. Oh, you think so, Kathy? You think he's just a thug? Maybe. But they're not going to tell you the truth if it was. Hmm. Yeah, I mean, we've seen that what they do is they hire PIs and they hire handlers to handle certain areas and certain people. And that's my suspicion, and probably I'm right. John Manfrey is the guy's name. I think he's a third party who couldn't keep his TRs in. Was that on audits yesterday? Haggis, did you find? Yeah, I don't think any of these guys are him. That's a Manfred. That's none of them. And I didn't say Manfredi, I said Manfree. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see if Scientology. I'm just kind of peeking through here, you guys. Yeah, I don't, that's not, oh, dagnabbit. That's not him. He has a Facebook page. You're on it. John Manfrey, security specialist. Is that Sharpie dude? I'm trying to make it to where John's wall. Quit barking, you two. Huh. Ninth annual comedy feature, screenwriter contest. Well, we know they're screenwriting. We know their writers are all part of. Huh. Okay, well, that'll give me something to kind of peruse while I'm fluffing and buffing. Interesting. Sorry about that. Okay, you guys, I'm going to go in and get fluffed and buffed and get ready for the day and see if Matt comes on live here and work with him on trying to get some of his emails caught up. And I will maybe see you at 1 my time, which is 11, 12, 1, 10 your time, back on the West Coast. Yes. And we will hopefully go live with Carrie J. And if not, her and I will just do a static record and I'll upload it later. So I love you all. Thank you so much for hanging out with me this morning. I'm going to go eat some breakfast and do a fluff and buff. Have a wonderful sunshiny day.